Okay, we will start today creating a console application, your first Visual Studio app for practicing our Hello World application, how it works, because console is like a command prompt. So for this, you need to start Visual Studio 2022, and I hope you have already installed it. You can create file new project, and from file menu, you have a first option console application. You can name any project name, whatever you want. I create console app demo name for the project. Next, it's a .NET framework. Ask for which your framework working on. Okay. It will create a Hello World application that can print Hello World. Simply is that for console application. You can see that a command prompt type terminal is open and we can write there. Okay, for first console application demo, we will try to do some code here. Like I'm commenting here that I'm creating a calculator app. Okay, console will print the line and write line is the method that will print. Console is a class that have a method like write. So we need to represent anything in this method with whatever we write in inverted commas, it will print. So enter first number, we will having a statement there in the command prompt. And then we need a uh, input there. For that we create double num1 like input type, and uh, we are converting it to double because command console.readline is having a string parameter. It will receive a anything we input from the command line from a user, it will transform in a string. So that's why we need to convert it to whatever the variable we have. We having a double type variable which is written here. Convert it to a double type variable. You can write type you need a input. So we will print again console.write, which will print that enter operator. Okay, you have already having take the input of first number. Now we need to operate it like plus minus and other calculator options. So also we need input for from a user. It will write anything in the command window. So it will go into the character operator. Okay, this is a variable character type, and it will again we need to transform it to char like to character because a console.readline is a string input method. So again, we need another number to manipulate it in a calculator or application. So we write enter the second number. It will print a statement like enter second number, and again we need a input and we have to save it in a variable so we can calculate it. So that's why I created num2 double type variable that will create input in a double type format, and we can easily manipulate in whatever we need it in a calculator application. Okay, we have now converted the read line input. Now we are using switch. Switch is a type of conditional statements, like whatever the variable or condition we put in this bracket with switch, it will manipulate according to that. Like I will pass on it plus any character, any string, any integer type variables, and it will manipulate it accordingly. We can set multiple conditions using case. So I am using a case like if I pass it, which will be in the like take an input enter operator. So it can have a plus operator minus multiple divide. So if case is that user write plus operator, it will take uh, plus, and according to that, it will print a line like console.read line and inverted comma. You already know answer. We need to represent it, and again by concatenating. It is a method of joining two strings or any variable type numbers. So it is known as concatenation here. I use this bind my string and resultant output, and I sum up number one and number two variable. Simply, it will create a sum of both, and if this is minus, then we having a we need to subtract those variables which are the input of from user num1 and num2, and it will represent the answer is equal to subtracting those two values. And break is a like syntax for using switch. Like if it passes this condition, it will break on that line and not passing other conditions. So whatever the condition it match, it will break the switch and go to the next line or command line. Lastly, we need to divide them. But for division, if we can write lower number in the um, division operator in a numerator, so we having a condition if num2 is not equal to zero, zero is make a compile time error. So if it is num2 not equal to zero, like user input which we take in num2 should not be zero, then we will having a answer like we will print answer plus equals to number minus division by num2. So it will make a division operation here, and else if it is zero, if this condition fails, then what will happen? It should show that your input is not right, and what um, we need to whatever we need to represent it. Okay, it is a default case, which in the lastly, if any condition or nor a single condition is executing in a switch statement, then we will having a default condition. It will print the message that your input is not correct and whatever the error line we can. We need to write that if this num2 is not equal to zero, then we will print that you are making a mistake, and we will make user informed that cannot divide by zero. This operation can't be possible. In default, I already tell you that this is a switch case syntax, and this is a way of writing conditions, and it should having a default condition like if what no nothing condition is passed or executed, then what will happen? We will having a line to represent a user that it is an invalid operator, and that's it. This is our simple calculator application, or you can say your first project. Um, so it is printing that enter first number 85 plus and second number. It will sum up the those number, and you can having a your result, and you can print any operation there, and you can calculate. So from this on, we can create another projects for executing small programs and another algorithm applications.